Today, we delve into a critical topic shaping the future of our digital lives: privacy. We'll explore the SCREEN Act, a seemingly innocuous bill with far-reaching implications for how we interact online. In early 2025, U.S. lawmakers introduced the SCREEN Act, short for Shielding Children's Retinas from Egregious Exposure on the Net. On the surface, it's a child protection bill, but beneath that surface lies a sweeping framework that could reshape the internet as we know it. The SCREEN Act mandates that platforms verify users are not minors before granting access to adult content. Third-party age verification is allowed, but platforms remain liable. The Federal Trade Commission is empowered to audit and penalize non-compliant platforms. You can read the full bill text and track its progress via GovTrack. But here's where things get murky. While the bill doesn't explicitly require uploading government IDs, its vague language opens the door to platforms adopting ID-based verification to avoid liability. That's where the real concern begins. Once users are verified, platforms can tie activity to real identities, creating detailed behavioral maps. Every click, comment, and search could be logged and linked to your verified ID. Critics warn this could evolve into a China-style social credit model, where online behavior affects access to services, jobs, or travel. This means your online actions could impact your access to essential services, employment opportunities, and even your ability to travel freely. The implications are profound and chilling. The SCREEN Act doesn't directly regulate speech, but it exists in a legislative ecosystem that increasingly does. In January 2025, the White House issued an executive order to end federal censorship, acknowledging past abuses in the fight against misinformation. But the damage may already be done. The SCREEN Act is not an isolated piece of legislation. It's part of a broader trend of laws that, while not directly censoring speech, create an environment where certain expressions become risky or impossible. This creates a chilling effect on free speech. Hate speech detection tools are often built on psychiatric profiling. A recent study found that online hate speech correlates with traits linked to personality disorders, raising questions about how speech is judged and who gets to judge it. Globally, the SCREEN Act is part of a wave of legislation using child safety as a pretext for deeper control. The EU's Digital Services Act, the UK's Online Safety Bill, and similar laws in Australia and Canada all push for age verification and content moderation, often with little transparency about enforcement or data use. These laws, while well-intentioned, often lack clear guidelines on how data is handled and how content moderation decisions are made. This lack of transparency can lead to arbitrary enforcement and potential misuse of personal data. So what's really at stake? Anonymity is dying, surveillance is being normalized, speech is becoming a liability, and digital citizenship is quietly replacing civil liberty. Your right to anonymous expression is shrinking. Every word you type, every video you watch, every search you make could be tied back to your identity, making speech a potential liability. Your digital life is becoming your public record, and this is quietly replacing fundamental civil liberties. This is the infrastructure of a social credit system, dressed up as child protection. And unless we push back, it could become the default. For the full report, visit dsnuts.tech and explore the curated sources, visuals, and deeper analysis. Visit dsnuts.tech for the full breakdown and call for action today.